Good morning all, welcome to a brand new video here on the DCKO and Beyond channel. It's been a little bit quiet from me of late. I didn't post like 4 days ago, and that is because I have had early access to the server slam. I've created 4 guides which will start launching later on today. I don't know if that indicates when the server slam goes live for you to go into, because this is what I was going to do for this video, is react to this information right here. You can find it in the link in the description, and of course sign up. If you want to have a chance to access the game, then go do that. This looks to be done as like a draw format, so there's no guarantee that you will get a place, but at least you got to be in it to potentially win it. The developer has said that they're looking to get as much feedback as possible from you, the community, just to help like shape and improve the game. There's stuff that whilst I've been recording and editing have changed. There's things that have been bugged that have been fixed. There's stuff that I should have questions about that will hopefully be answered in the future, and I have to be very careful of what I say so that I don't land myself in trouble. My biggest point, and I'd say biggest issue that I love hearing and love seeing, is that when they say that they are a fully remote and a 30 dev, like that's like an indie studio level, no publisher standing over us telling us what this should be. Now that is ideal. That's good for the monetization side of things. That's good for a sustainability and survivability, because a lot of mobile games are owned by, I'm not going to name names and name countries and name kind of like those companies that say you must make a certain amount of money to warrant our investment into you, or it has to be like extensive microtransactions. Let's face it, there's probably going to be microtransactions of some description. There's going to be battle passes, but is it going to be as extensive as others? Well, time will tell that, but I definitely like that, because I know sometimes these publishers or big parent companies can be very overbearing on their like smaller studios. I don't know if this confirms how long the server slam is going to take place for, because it says here that's what this week is for. You can get time, fear not. While we know alpha tests on mobile aren't exactly normal, we want to break that mold. We intend to run more of these. That's good, becoming more open and available to anyone who wants to join as we march towards worldwide launch. So go follow our socials and channels, stay tuned. Also, from what I gather from information, is that progress will be wiped, which is good, because I've been able to get to a certain point, and I'd feel that's only fair to be wiped. I'm sure some people will disagree with that and all about progress, but this is just like, well, it wouldn't be fair to have any kind of like decent standing with roster characters, because you'd just be, no, I can't explain why, but it's quite obvious why that would be important, as to be a complete server wipe at the end of it. I mean, yeah, it could be bad to see that if you have a specific name, like, spoiler alert, my name in game is called Gotham Ham, right? It was going to be a play on that. You remember that AI thing where it's the Batman if it was written by AI? I like that the joke about a play to, what is it, Alfred, Batman's favorite battler, came in with a plate of Gotham. Like, that always makes me laugh. If I'm feeling really bad, I've like bad day, man, go and check out that video. Like, if a Batman was written by AI, that's what AI should be used for. It's just that comedy side of things. So what has the game got? Well, we've got tutorials, we've got daily PvE, which is good. New runs will generate rewards from different twists for each. Claim a new rift from the store each 8 hours. New rifts will also cycle every 24 hours as well. Very nice. You can level up your legends, unlock swap supers, expand your roster, claim free currency to unlock costumes, super moves, rifts, DC legends, and resources. The way that they unlock a lot of stuff for you, spoiler alert, I think it's fine saying this, but you are given a lot of open progression really early on in this alpha. So you get a feel of like, if this was on launch, how long would it take me to get half, even like a quarter of the things that you're getting? It could be a lot longer, and that's cool. But does that play into things like monetization in the future? It's a bit too early for me to be assuming that, but that's something of note. Duels as well. Add a friend, challenge them to some real-time PvP all week. That's good. PvP matchmaking runs during scheduled windows. More on that below. And then playable legends. I don't know if people are going to be disappointed or okay with the fact that they don't get to play all 20 of the release ones. Those that are on screen right now, which you can see, are the ones that you are going to be able to play, which is Batman, Robin, Starfire, Bane, Blue Beetle, Catwoman, Constantine, Cyborg, Doomsday, Nightwing, Superman, Wonder Woman, and Zatanna. It's also important to note all these things right here about what is the alpha all about in terms of, balancing numbers, abilities, modes, UI, everything is subject to change. This is just a great opportunity for people to play the game, figure if they like it, or figure if they like it enough and dislike it enough that they can give feedback to the developer, and then it can help shape and form. Like if a particular character is not doing whatever that you would like in terms of a motion, a super doesn't feel like good enough, damage of a character doesn't sit right, abilities and debuffs and damage and debuffs don't seem to match as well. Controls, UI, the whole shebang. Like, just let them know. Like, there is feedback rooms on the Discord. So if you go into their Discord, there is something that says like Server Slam and feedback sections. There's a lot of information here about the PvE side of things. Like, do your PvE, do your rifts. I can't stress this enough. When you get into game, as someone that's played and playing the early access, do your rifts, right? I can't go into why. You'll find out at 6 p.m. UK time or 10 a.m. PST, but you'll know that that is the case. I've got guys going out over the weekend. It explains why and how and what's important about the game. Let's just say rifts are very important. Rewards, extremely important for that one. And they're fun. It's fun to do those. Again, I can't go into specifics because I'll get in trouble. But anyway, it's good. The roster is yours to build, level up your legends, unlock and swap supers, claim free currency and other goodies in store, unlock costumes, moves, DC legends, and resources. Want to grow your roster further? Promethean, Cause, Summon. And by the way, that system, it's good. You're going to like it. Summon new legends, source clusters to level up. Again, that's very helpful. Summoning is very important. Then take whatever you've built into battle and find out how it holds up. Progression is one of the areas we're most curious about. I was really unsure about what they were going to do. I think they've moved away from, because it's talking here about PvP matchmaking and not about the ranked mode. I think there might be something that might have changed, and a lot of stuff has changed. When I had early access on Monday to start playing, or was it Tuesday? It was one of the two, and I felt that there was a lot of stuff, even as of now, whilst I'm recording this video, which is fresh on a Saturday morning at 9 a.m. UK time, things have kind of shifted because stuff happens in the gaming world, and when you're developing a game, it's not always going to be the same. So PvP matchmaking will be turned off at start. We'll flip it on at set points throughout the server slam. So it might be like for a length of time as opposed to like a constant mode of ranked. Yes, you can do duels, by the way, but PvP matchmaking, I think, is more of a fair kind of finding, I'm assuming, finding you the right opponent based on whoever you field as your two. It's like if you got two characters that are both on 50, that means you've got a combined 100. It's like you're facing off against someone that's 99 or 101, if you get my drift, in terms of having a fair pair off. I don't know if that's going to be 100% the case, but that's what I'd like to see is the case with the game. But it looks like they're doing like sectors of times of this, of like when you can do it. There's also going to be a leaderboard to track where you stand against the rest, and of course how high you climb. I'm going to try and play as much as possible, but it's no guarantee. I've had some stuff personally going on this week, and it has meant that I've been unable to do a lot of other stuff, like live stream a different game that I normally cover. But I have made DCKO content, and I am happy about that. It's just figuring out balancing everything. PvP matchmaking in terms of ping, network connections and stuff like that has always been something that I've been concerned about. This is a sort of answer to this. Ping is a thing, especially in fighters. Due to that, we've developed a few tactics to help ensure good matchmaking during the server slam. We have built in a system working to help prevent being matched with a player whose ping is higher than 150 milliseconds. Very important. This keeps your matchmaking against people close to your region, avoiding the rubber banding type things that happen when you introduce high pings into a PvP space. That was interesting. I did face off against somebody in I can't tell you the country because it's like that's not I think that in some ways it's sort of like doxy and I don't like that. But yeah, in a country that was very far away from my European base. So at least that's interesting. How they do that. And that does seem somewhat fair. It might mean you have localized servers of some description, like if I'm in the UK and I face off against somebody that's in France, that makes sense because of the location. The same thing with any in with like a European basis. So anyway, that's still cool. Feedback's going to be important. I do think just share stuff. Don't be rude. Don't be, overly critical. It's at this point to go like, I don't like this, but this would be cool if you could do it. Just be polite. That's the thing. Be polite. Be respectful. Give feedback. Just give pointers if you feel that there's something that's not going in that particular way. And yes, this is the confirmation here. We've seen questions around whether the progress saves to worldwide launch. Due to limited nature of this test, there won't be any specific rewards associated with this one, nor will progress carry over. Once these tests become more available to all players, participants, we'll consider some early access rewards that carry over. And I thought that my idea with the pitch was either some global ticker that allows for increasing some not early access, but launch rewards, or some kind of special skin for a particular DC legend. But we'll see about that. It's very early stages, but that would be cool if they could do that. So play recklessly, take the pairing you'd never risk on the account that mattered, dump everything into the weird experiment. I use it as a sandbox, guys. If you get a chance to access, use it as a sandbox, build out your DC legends and have a bit of fun. And don't worry, like the leaderboard is not going to mean anything once it's gone, is it? For content creators, there will be a chance for you to go and just make content, live stream. I may try to do a live stream of this. It just depends on timing and how long we've got this for. If it is a week and gone, we'll have to see what's the state of that one. But yeah, have at it, content creators. But yeah, let them know about crashes. I've had a couple of crashes, one big bug, which I have reported back, and they have said they are working on it, as well as a few other things as well. And that's always going to be the case with it. And recommended specs. This final thing to note is that it's nice from them being honest. I will, and for me, I've been using iPad 2021 Pro. It isn't great. It's good, but it isn't great at running the game. So all experiences that I've been going to be making content is using that. But these are the devices that are the equivalent that they say are going to run the best. They're recommended. iPhone 15. I've got an iPhone 11 Pro and I need to replace that. It's a very big reminder I need to replace some of my tech. It really is. And I have to do that before launch. Anyway, that's going to be it for the video. I thank you so much for watching, supporting the content. We've got lots of videos coming up between now and next week. And I assume that's how long the server slam goes on for. Hopefully you get to play in-game. Hopefully you get to absolutely destroy me in-game. You have to let me know if that's the case, you cheeky people. But thank you very much for supporting. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.